We're up.
Cool.
We're up. So I'm going to say something in Hebrew first for our low amount of viewers. They would know that we have something a bit else today.
Okay.
שלום, ברוכים הבאים ל-NoSensorship. אני דרור וזה בן, שלום בן.
שלום.
אנחנו היום נעשה פודקאסט קצת באנגלית, זה יהיה קצת שונה, אנחנו עדיין נדבר על נושאים שכולנו מכירים וכולנו יודעים מה העניינים איתם, אבל זה יהיה קצת באנגלית כי למה לא, אפשר. תאתגרו את עצמכם, תלמדו אנגלית, רבאק. וזהו. טוב, מה העניינים?
Everything's fine. My Hebrew is fine, but it's not good enough to speak in.
I don't think it's good enough for a podcast.
What's
Rabak. It's an expression from Arabic.
What does it mean?
It's like, oh my God, like in that context, it's like learning Hebrew, like learning.
Okay.
Just go learn English.
That's a good one.
I was an English teacher in Israel, so they have plenty of opportunities. Let's put it this way, plenty of opportunities. Okay. So yeah, let's start with what do we have on our schedule today? We have going to do jokes, then we'll talk about astronomy and weather. We're going to talk about something something that's trending in the US. They saw a testimony of a female Korean soldier. It's very trending now.
North Korean, South Korean?
No, it's North Korean,
okay.
Of course. We're going to talk about winter season. Okay, apparently this is very trending.
It's the solstice.
Huh?
It's the solstice. You know what solstice is?
No.
It's the longest day of the year today.
In Australia.
In Australia, which means it's the longest day of summer or whatever. And then I don't know.
I think it's the opposite.
I think it's the opposite.
It's the shortest.
No, it's the longest day of the year here.
Today?
Today.
Good to know. So we'll talk about summer in Australia and how it sucks for you guys to be in winter. So we're going to do that. We're going to talk about how do you get a Christmas gift for gentiles, or how to get Christmas gift for Jews. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Or how to get a Hanukkah gift.
Hanukkah. We're going to have advice.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about it for today.
Cool. When do we get to eat these?
What we can do right now.
Okay. Do you want to introduce it, or should I introduce it?
You should introduce it because I don't know a lot about it.
Okay. Plant-based meat. It's not as bad as you might think. What do you think?
It's pretty bad.
It can't be that. Okay, so this isn't the one that I'm used to. But
No,
I think
it's okay.
I think it's nice to look. I think that the challenge is that you're never going to win a a Ron Swanson burger contest between not raw, but like just fake meat versus just meat. It's only in a contest where there are also toppings and whatever. So I've got onion, I've got peri-naise. Okay, let's see if this is as good as the one that I make at home. No, it's good.
Okay.
Stop trying to think of it as a burger and just think of it as a sandwich.
This is a burger.
But it's never going to taste exactly the same. But it's good, no?
It's okay.
It's okay.
As a sandwich.
What are your favorite toppings to have on a burger?
Raw egg.
Raw egg. Is that a translation there?
Not raw egg, like sunny side up.
Sunny side up. Okay.
No.
You mean with the yolk still running? Yeah. I dig that.
Yeah, sunny side up, pretty good. I put barbecue sauce. That'd be good. Yeah, I don't like I like sometimes some vegetables, but also not like vegetables that super contradict the meat. I want to taste the burger.
Okay.
Know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But I disagree. Because for me, when I eat a burger, I want to actually taste the whole sandwich. I can taste it. I want to taste meat. I'll go to Israel, and when I order a burger, they just serve me, like a piece of meat, on the side.
Okay.
Right. I want a whole sandwich assembly. I want spinach. If I'm in Australia, I want like beetroot options. I want spinach. I like mustard. Not like whole grain mustard.
Yeah, mustard feels like more like a hot dog for me.
Yeah, but I don't eat a lot of hot dogs, to be honest. Which is funny because I'm American, but
No.
and onion. I think onion has to be on every burger and sandwich.
Yeah, onion definitely. Onion, fried onion always adds up. Yeah.
Have you had a bunning snag before?
Bunning snag.
Okay, this is an Australian thing.
Okay.
I haven't had a bunning snag because there isn't yet like a sufficiently Jewish Bunnings to have them, but it could happen. It's like a piece of white bread with a sausage and onions on it, and they give it out inside of. Have you seen Bunnings? Like it's a hardware store. It's like a promotion.
No.
Right.
Yeah, I know it. It's great. I do it all the time.
Oh, really? There you go.
I love it.
And the Australian thing is you should always have a slice of white bread and never a bun.
Yeah, it's what do you call
And
it?
the whiter the bread, the better. It should be
Sizzling something. They call it sizzling hot dog something. They call it sizzling sandwich.
a sizzle or something like that.
Sizzler. No, but it's like,
The bread should be as white as I am.
yeah, but like when I watch UFC with my buddies, I always make it. Just fry some, yeah, because it's so easy to make.
My girlfriend went to a fancy dinner, like Christmas dinner. There's so much performative, it's so many dishes, there's Brussels sprouts, this one. I think the best food is like one thing. I don't want to eat like many different things. I just want to have one really solid thing that can be like yum.
I understand. I like or no, I like the opportunities, because if that solid thing is not good, you always got a backup plan. So you can always mix them up and
That's true.
just make it disappear with other stuff.
That's true as well.
But yeah, usually we make usually in my family we make good food, like really good food. But we'll see. I'm going to my partner's family, and they're making Polish food, and I'm quite afraid.
So like pierogi.
Pierogi is the good part. Like everybody likes pierogi, but they make some like sour soups.
Like borscht.
Yeah.
Or is that Ukrainian? I don't know.
I don't know. They also make it too. They make borscht.
Okay.
But like it's just over the top sour.
You also don't like cabbage. I remember we talked about this.
I like it's okay.
You like fresh cabbage, but you don't like sauerkraut kind of cabbage. You don't like.
Yeah. I don't like being seasoned. I like being boiled, being fried, not becoming very bitter. I'd say I don't like it. Yeah.
I went to Lithuania once on a trip. The food there was amazing. Because like my family's from there. And it was like the food that my family ate for like a long time. And so naturally my body was just like, yes, potatoes and herring, we know this, we've been eating this for ages, we can digest this, no problem.
Okay, let's do jokes. You ready to do jokes? We want to finish that first before the jokes.
A, that. B, out of 10. What would you call that out of 10?
It depends. If I'll put it in the burger realm, I'd rather. Sorry, I'd rather eat a Macca's. Sorry, but if I put it in the sandwich realm, it'd be around 6. So it's pretty
I'll
good.
accept that.
It's pretty good. I'd say it's pretty good.
Okay.
But, yeah, good lunch.
You gotta try stuff in life.
Of course, I'll try everything once. He said before he tried the DMT. Anyway, yeah, okay. You ready for jokes? Okay, first of all, the jokes segment is sponsored by, it's called acai loss, the most healthy diarrhea you can get. Very
Thank
important to say diarrhea jokes after food. How do you call a doll on a burning coal? You probably would figure it out. A barbecue.
Oh, it's funny.
Not that much.
Still thinking about the diarrhea. I'm trying to get it off my brain.
Okay, that's an NBA joke. You might understand, might not, probably not. How do you call a model that burns NBA player?
I don't know.
A candle. But specifically it refers to Kendall Jenner. She enjoys dating.
I don't know which. That's one of the Kardashians, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
she enjoys dating NBA players
Okay.
mostly. Yeah,
Good to know.
and crashing their career.
That's a shame.
Sometimes. Okay, that's a long one. Okay, when I was a kid, I went to a Metallica concert, and we were celebrating really hard. And the lead singer James Hetfield, so I was having such a good time. And also, a pretty tall kid too. So he invited me backstage. So we talked about many things. We also talked about the Israeli weather, how hot it was. And I told him, yeah, luckily for you, I'm a huge fan.
It's an old one. That's an old one. I actually bought a new fan just yesterday. No, that's not funny at all. Okay, I have a joke. Okay. But it's another one of those. I mean, last time I was on the podcast, I also told like an old Jewish joke. You'll have to appreciate it. Okay, fine, all right. I have like a certain kind of humor that I like.
Okay.
So there's like a Rebbe of a small town.
Mm-hmm.
You know what a Rebbe is?
A rabbi, yeah.
No, but like a very, very respected rabbi of a particular community, and people gather around him.
Okay.
There's another Rebbe in the town, and the Hasidim are arguing between like which Rebbe is the best.
Mm-hmm.
And the one Hasid says, Hasid's like a follower Rebbe, says, my Rebbe is so powerful. One day he was walking to shul and he saw a river in his way. He took out his handkerchief and he waved it to the left and he waved it to the right, and there was a river on the left and there was a river on the right, and he walked straight through the middle. The second Chassid says, my Rebbe is even more powerful. He took out his handkerchief and he waved it, and there was a mountain on the left and there was a mountain on the right, and he went straight through the middle of the mountain. Very impressive. Last one says, my Rebbe was the most powerful. He was walking along the way to shul on Shabbos, and he sees a wallet on the ground, and he waved left, it was Shabbos, and he waved right, it was Shabbos, and he picked up the wallet and walked away. That's the best I've got.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah,
it's a good one. Very good Jew joke, I'd say. So talking about mountains and rivers and stuff, we got a very nice season right now. For us, it's summer. For other people, it's winter.
It's sad for them.
Yeah, specifically in Israel, they have a new storm called the Carmel storm.
Did it come from the mountain?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I just feel okay. All right.
They just invented the name.
Oh, okay. As in, there's probably like a list of names, and it's like A, B, Carmel or something. Like
yeah, they just call it the Carmel storm.
Yeah.
And
what comes after C? The Demona storm. I don't know. That's the only D place in the world.
It's the alphabet. It's the Hebrew alphabet. What comes after a Chaf? Lamed.
I can't think of a place as bad as Demona. No, I'm joking. No. What's like the Lamed? I can't think of anywhere in Israel that's after the Lamed.
Okay. I can. If you give me Lod.
That's cool.
The Lod storm.
That's a bad storm.
Lod. It's a really bad storm. Involved guns and Arabs killing civilians. Okay. Never mind.
Getting political. No, there's a bad storm, and
what?
There's a bad storm.
Anyway, there's a bad storm, and some people, what they do, they take astrology and they connect it to the weather. They like say, because the stars shift in a certain way, then the weather is different. I'm thinking like Man, our weather is shifted by like 3 stars. That's sun, earth, moon. That's it.
The moon is
Yeah.
not a star.
Sorry,
The earth is not a star.
it's a planet. It's a
No,
planet.
it's close enough. No, look, I agree with you. I think like, oh, look, I think astrology is very popular nowadays. It's all nonsense to me. And like there are students that I know who are like really, really into it and whatever. And there are rabbis back in the day who were like very, very into it. But I don't know. Like, respectfully, I think it's
avodah zarah.
yeah. I mean, functionally, but depending on how you use it, these are open questions. I don't place much stuff on it because I don't think there are 12 different kinds of person, depending on which month you're born, like when's your birthday?
Mine?
Yeah.
August 23rd.
So you're in the same, you're also a Leo.
I'm just in between a Leo and a Virgo.
Okay. And we're very different people.
Are we?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Wow. Think so. Okay. I need to write more subjects. Okay. Well, it's kind of weird to be Jewish in this time of year because we already had Hanukkah. We already gave gifts or whatever we do on Hanukkah, which is just light the candles. My uncle used to give me cash all the time.
Really?
Which I lost. My parents used to take it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
A lovely family. No, it's fine. I mean, we never really, I think we had like gifts, but mostly it was just like latkes. It's like the gift of heart disease.
The gift of heart disease. Yeah. That's a nice gift. Yeah. So we had that. The thing is, like, in this upcoming season, like, people don't really understand how to give gifts, and they don't really understand what is required from you to know what is the right gift to give. Okay.
I don't have any recommendations. Like, it has to be so personal, but then like you don't really know these people.
Yeah, like I
like you go into your girlfriend's family.
Yeah. So what I did, luckily for me, I have met. They were here for a couple of days. So I kind of understood sort of what to give them, but not completely. Like, I don't mind saying what I'm going to give them. They're not going to ever watch this, hopefully. So I got like for the sister, she told me she likes katan. So I bought
good.
And she actually talked to me about the seafarer expansion. So I bought her the seafarer.
There's also Cities and Nights, which is I think worse.
The seafarer expansion is really good.
No, the seafarers one is good. It's more expansions and they get progressively.
Also Game of Thrones expansion and stuff like that.
I played that one.
Yeah, so we got that, and the father is about to go back to the office, and he told me it's an hour drive every day, and I've been to his car, and he doesn't have a phone holder.
Oh, that's a good one.
So
you're good at this.
Thank you. So I got him a phone holder, a good one, of course. And for the mother, I couldn't get anything that she likes other than feeding me. She likes feeding people.
The same, like 15 minutes ago, you were like cabbage. No, I'm joking. I'm sure. And like, she likes making sure you're fed. Maternal instinct.
Yeah. She likes to make sure that I'm food. So I asked my girlfriend, hey, what should I get for your mother? She's like,
so you got like a frying pan or something.
No, she told me that her mom likes gardening.
Oh.
So I got her like 6 kind of different seeds for flowers for winter time because she lives in Melbourne.
It's nice.
And I got her how do you call it? What do you use in order to water the flowers? Not a watering can. Like there's some kind of an extra that you put in, like an extract.
Flower food or something?
Flower food, stuff like that. So I got her that too.
But you also asked, so you're cheating.
Yeah. So, and I also got some stuff for my girlfriend. Okay. For example, I know that she likes bath bombs, so I got her like 6 of them.
That's nice, from Lush or something.
Yeah, from Lush. And I also
Lush is always good for gifts.
Yeah, and I also know she really likes swimming, so I got her flippers.
Well, like for her feet.
Yeah.
Nice. I think Lush is always good. There was a time when like all I did was I just bought a lot of Lush gifts because they were useful, but like it's only useful if you have like lots of baths and stuff, and you like wash yourself more than is necessary, which is weird.
Yeah.
It's also expensive sometimes.
Yeah, I'd say.
You gotta
definitely.
be thoughtful with gifts.
Yeah.
Like, and sometimes, like, you know what the challenge is?
You
Also,
could come closer. You have
sorry.
the frame.
Oh. Oops.
That's all right.
I'm getting too chill. No, like, so I went to like a Christmas dinner one time that I remember specifically, and my dad's wife's side of the family are all very, well, not very Christian, but very traditional Midwestern sort of American, right? They have a very, very typical Christmas. And I remember I went to their house once, and there were all these things that I just never seen before outside of like, like the shopping, like those little like twist things that you pull, and then, I mean, you know what I'm talking about? Like there's like these like round things, and you pull them, and like toys come out, and there's like Christmas trees and baubles and this and that. Like, what do I have? Like, I have like latkes, donuts. It's not the same. Hanukkah geld, dreidels, very different holidays. It's hard to buy gifts.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I would give several. You say being very thoughtful is very important.
Always thoughtful.
But like, how do you become thoughtful? That's the thing.
How do you become thoughtful?
Yeah,
you notice small things.
Exactly.
Oh, you use your powers of observation.
Exactly. You need to notice things. Like, I'm very practical too. So I think, okay, what do you need? What do they need? And then when I do that, it makes it easier. Okay. For example, like the first instinct that I had in my mind for her sister, I know her sister works in a sleeping lab. So I wanted to get her the nicest looking mug ever. Like the best mug. Like something that she could wrap and take with her, something like really good. And then she spoke about Katan, and then I said I went for like, and then my partner told me I should go for that, which was great.
Ideally, you also want something that if it backfires can be sort of regifted. You know what I mean? So like you don't really want to give food, for instance.
Oh no. Because
not only is it temporary, but also, I mean, you can give food as part of a gift, but what if it sucks? Like then they have to like smile and pretend to eat it. Especially when it's like, you know what I think I hear about a lot, trying to remain on frame. I hear a lot about being like well-meaning men and women who make their partner's favorite meal, right? But they make it terribly, right? They mess it up completely. I feel like this is a TV trope as well. Like I made you like, I don't know, I immediately think of my favorite thing, but like I made you mac and cheese and it tastes awful. And now not only do you not have a nice birthday present, you also have to suffer through the best thing you like in life, but in the worst way. That's awful.
Definitely. So you'd say no cooking stuff.
No cooking.
No cooking stuff.
No cooking. Unless it's something you can buy, like, okay, a narrow circumstance if it's an addition to a gift. So let's say you know that your girlfriend's sister really likes Katan and donuts. As you go and you buy, but like a specific, like she likes like Krispy Kreme. So you buy and you like have some Krispy Kremes with the present. That's next level. But just buying Krispy Kremes, don't do it.
No.
Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it.
Yeah. It's good to have backup sometimes. Sometimes. I'd say I would put the backup gift sometimes. And I'd say it's okay to ask a relative that is very close to you though. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very close to you. I'd say consider hobbies. Definitely hobbies. Like, for example, I had a friend that had a birthday and he used to do phone calls for a certain company. Like he used to do interviews. So, and he had a really bad setup. So for his birthday, I got him a setup.
That's nice.
Yeah, like I got him a JBL setup, which was like terrific. Okay, like it sounded like he was speaking from a studio.
That's nice.
Which came really odd to the other people, by the way.
Did you buy? Is this a present, or you bought this yourself?
The microphone I bought myself. This installation is a present. But he got me back the same guy.
Oh, that's nice.
That's really nice.
That's nice. Oh, the other thing you always have to avoid is don't get something that you would like, but that the other person wouldn't necessarily like. Because sometimes you can have like a mental trick where it's like, oh, this is so cool. I bet they like this. Then they don't. It's just something you want. When I was in school, I remember this is you have to appreciate this is a mistake story because I was in year 9.
I want you to notice how am I sitting at the moment. See, I'm close to the table. I'm comfortable.
There's a carpet here now. Okay, you want me to mimic you?
Yeah.
Casual. So I was in year 9.
Yeah.
And there was this girl that I was friends with, and like we used to Skype a lot, friends.
Yeah.
Right. But then like her webcam broke for whatever reason.
Okay.
Now, I thought as a nice present it would be like, I will get you a new webcam. Right now, like chip chat, like $30-$40. I know, like something fancy, right?
Okay,
but
I can see where could it go wrong, but
right, you know what I mean? It's like now we can see, it's weird. It wasn't a perfect gift.
Yeah.
Now I can see you when we Skype or whatever, but it's not really a gift. It's more of a gift for me. It's what anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These are the mistakes you make when you're young.
That's what you give for someone you consider 2 gifts.
Yes.
One they could spend with you,
and one actually they could enjoy themselves.
Because I bought the flippers, and I'm like thinking, we usually go to the beach together. So, and I have my own flippers. You're gonna say, why don't she have her own flippers? But the thing is, she can use it by herself. She's gonna enjoy it.
That's true. Too. That's true.
Okay.
And I suppose you're faster.
I am.
Because you have flippers.
Yeah.
But you're also generally faster, probably. Because you're a gentleman.
You know what? So I thought if this is where my mind went off when you spoke about the webcam. Like you said, you bought a webcam, and then I was like, what if her parents find out that somebody just shipped her a webcam?
That's what I thought about as well.
Yeah, that was
right?
Yeah.
And it's not that it's innocent, Suffice to say it's
very innocent.
It's very innocent, but it's also not. And if I was a parent and wanted, it'd just be a bit weird.
Yeah. Be weird.
It's a shame that your viewers don't see the nice view you have. I mean, there's a giant house in front, but where I can see the water, I can see the cliffs.
Yeah, tough break for them. We don't really care about the view.
Really?
No.
But you're also close to the.
I'm looking at the camera and say, we don't really care about the view that you're going to look. If you want to see a good view, Google it.
I love it. Yeah. How far are you from the water?
About 2-minute walk.
2-minute walk.
That's 2-minute walk.
Down to the beach or the rocks?
The beach. You could be inside the water in 2 minutes.
Wow.
I'd say that, yeah.
What a life.
That's nice. Yeah. Well, you're most invited to get into the water.
I will not be doing that today.
Okay. Okay, let's do let's go to the next segment. What do we have? Let's see. Okay. Let's do the sponsorship later. I don't feel like this is a sponsorship moment. Let's see. There's a video going on of a North Korean female soldier talking about what happened to her in the North Korean army, which I found quite fascinating.
Assuming these are non-positive things.
No, it's not positive. You want to watch for a second?
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Scroll forward 2 minutes. Is it okay? No. What'd you do? We got
breaking news. Women don't like North Korea. Men don't like North Korea. No one likes life in North Korea.
It happened when I was 23.
I'm not trying to discount that.
Yeah.
One day a political advisor ordered me to his room. You know what he wants and what he wanted to.
Yeah.
But if I refuse his request, I can't become a member of the Workers' Party of Korea. In North Korean culture, if I return to society without being able to join the party, I'm perceived like a problem child. And I'll be stigmatized for the rest of my life, which means you won't be able to get a good job, and it will be a problem when you try to marry. What could I have chosen? In the end, I was sexually assaulted by him. After a while, I felt a weird change in my body. So I told a political advisor about my physical
Oh
condition.
no.
Yeah.
A few days later, he said,
No.
go to the military medical office.
It only gets worse.
and a
Yeah,
contact.
yeah. Should I stop it or you
No,
got it?
no, it's fine.
The military surgeon was already waiting for me. He performed an abortion on me without anesthesia.
Oh.
The pain was truly, but the pain did not end there. It still haunts me today. Since then, I've escaped North Korea and I currently live in the US. But to me, all men are like that political advisor, and everything men do reminds me of it. Because of that experience, not only do I still struggle mentally, but I'm also not able to have children.
Oh.
Yeah.
So even now, it's difficult for me to have a good marriage. The shame I felt back then still haunts me and will continue to do so.
Okay, so that's like a part of it.
Yeah.
That was really sorry about the.
No,
it was
no,
really
no.
rough.
It's awful.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be glib about it, you know. Life in North Korea is one of those terrible things.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
I want to talk about this too, but yeah. So definitely yes.
I mean, like, what else can you say besides it's awful? I mean, at least she escaped that life, but you know what the challenge is? Like,
Yeah.
anyway, there's no silver lining to any story about North Korea. Because,
Okay.
like, because she escaped, all of her family is probably, you know, put in prison, you know,
Yeah.
like it's.
Okay, I actually found it quite curious. I found curious from several reasons, from several perspectives. From perspective that there are some people in America that find, in America, I mean Canada and the US, specifically universities that glorify these kind of countries. And then like they glorify these kind of countries in the name of equality. And as you can see, there is no equality in these countries, quite the opposite. There is very ranks and status, which causes abuse in women.
Like, so when I was at university, there was a newspaper which published, there's no reason being anonymous. I went to the University of Sydney, it's called On Histoire, published a terrible puff piece. You know what a puff piece is?
No.
So puff piece, by the way, there's a book by John Safran coming out, which is also called Puff Piece. Goodbye. But no, a puff piece is like when you like publish something which like glosses over all the bad stuff and paints how beautiful it is, right? In North Korea, this was the puff piece. And not only was it false categorically, and like they pointed to like weird things, like I think there was something about swimming pools, and like I'm pulling from memory, and like wow, there's certain swimming pools, like the literacy rate or free public education, whatever. You just have to ignore all reality in order to like believe those kinds of things.
Yeah.
I haven't met anyone, I haven't met the person who published the article, and I haven't met anyone that I know of that's like overtly supported. But there are people for sure who like say that like North Korea is like a beautiful communist, socialist, not sure what they are, country, you know, equality. Everything's equally awful.
Yeah, it brings me to another point. Like they have kind of something that I wonder what's going to happen. So in Uruguay, they just had elections, which is kind of shifting it because I saw it in the news, where they took someone that was center-right leader, and they chose someone that is basically left and associated with the Communist Party. Okay, a young guy, 35.
You mean the Chilean elections?
The Chilean, sorry, not the Uruguayan. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm quite curious what's going to happen with that. Like, is it going to stay like some newspapers actually glorified what happened?
I think the internet was quite fond of the idea. You know what the challenge is? The internet's all like mostly the English internet is mostly Westerners and especially people from like America, right? And so everyone was pointing to that victory as like a victory of like someone on the proper left, not like the center left, versus someone on the far right, who's And so I think that's the angle, and so it went viral. And like even on Reddit, there were posts which were just like, "This is the person who beat a far right candidate," and it was just a picture of his face. It wasn't like his policies or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It feels as much as I read the policies of the guy's opponent. I don't know if he was center right, by the way. Seems a little more than center right.
That's I read Wikipedia. That's what this party is represented.
Like the guy, you also have to like. I don't want to get too deep into politics because we could do forever, and it's not also about my personal politics, but like I also view it as not only are you left, right, whatever, but like can you run the country?
Yeah,
that's what matters. There are some very competent right-wing governments and some very competent left-wing governments in the world. So I think on the balance of who could run the country better, it's hard for me to comment on, Chilean elections.
We don't know.
Yeah, I know. I know my girlfriend had a friend who is from Chile, but she calls it Chile. So maybe it's Chile. Chile. Anyway, I don't know. But that's the only person I ever met from there, and we didn't talk about politics. I don't want to insert myself into something I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fair. That's just interesting.
It is interesting.
Okay. Moving to another thing. Okay, moving. We have another sponsor. This section is provided by the Yom Kippur restaurant. You pay just to sit there.
That's even worse because not only do you sit there, they serve food.
No, they don't. You just pay to sit there.
Okay. Sounds like shul. No, I'm joking.
Okay. So the next one I would like to talk about Jussie Smollet. You know who's that?
I mean the guy who hired people to pretend to We've seen the Chris. What's his name?
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle. Yeah. Dave Chappelle. That is a funny routine.
Yeah, it's one of the fun. None of these facts make any sense.
Sounds like something that I would say, right?
Yeah. So he's getting sentenced right now for falsely reporting.
As he should, you can't just like manufacture, especially it's also, I think it's pretty easy to say he's guilty at this point because he's been convicted and whatever else. So I don't feel weird about saying, he did it, right? What a terrible thing to do. Like in an environment that's already so everyone hates each other or whatever, and just to make up something
for publicity
and then like, as if everyone needs more ammunition.
I just found a piece of thing. Yeah,
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's really like I found that story hilarious.
It is funny in a way. But you have to be. What has to go on in your brain? You know what it feels like. You know how when you have like intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
Just like sometimes I'm just like I want to jump out the window and see how far or something. Like something less suicidal, right?
Who watches Empire?
No, right. So, but like sometimes I just wonder, was it like sometimes I might have like an intrusive thought, which is like, well, what if I planned and I got all this publicity? He like went through with an intrusive thought. He was like, I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be great. There's no downside.
No publicity is bad publicity. Oh wait,
this is bad publicity. Bad publicity is when you go to prison. Bad publicity.
Yeah.
He doesn't. I don't know if he's going to prison yet. Is he?
We don't know. We're waiting for the verdict. So so we're just waiting for it.
As I said, the atmosphere is already so bad in America. There's no reason.
Yeah. So it's called the Jussie Smollet assault hoax, and so he has criminal charges. The charges were dropped because there wasn't enough. There was kind of a problem, and then he had a trial. The jury delivered its verdict on December 9th, finding Smollet guilty of 5 counts and this disorderly conduct. I
think there is good publicity for Empire Because I'd never heard of Empire
I
before.
think so.
I'd never heard of Empire
I think
before.
so.
Is it the one about Atlantic City? I don't know. Yeah.
I really don't know. I think so. Empire. We can check it out. That's fun stuff having just a laptop right here.
Is that the one?
A tycoon in the music industry has planned.
No, totally different to the thing that I was thinking of. The thing I was thinking of was about Prohibition era. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know what it's called. I don't know if it's a
Yeah.
positive association.
Well,
What have you been watching now?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, lately, let's see. I finished Letterkenny, like season 10.
It's good stuff.
It becomes better.
I said it's good stuff.
Yeah, it's really good.
I haven't got are they doing another season?
Yeah, they're doing. Sorry, I just finished season 9.
Okay.
Season
I think
9,
I'm only up to season like 4 or 5.
and they're just doing season 10 and 11.
Wow.
Like they're continuing with this because actually they got better.
It's funny because like most things don't, like Game of Thrones.
Yeah. So yeah, it got really better. So I'm really happy.
Good.
My girlfriend doesn't like that show though. And I have this problem when I was learning English as a 13-year-old. I learned English from common phrases.
Okay.
Usually. Like I used to listen to Dave Chappelle and that 70s show, and I just learned what they're saying. And that's like, I just made impressions of stuff. So right now, it's kind of a habit that is in my mind. So every time I watch a TV show,
You start speaking like.
I speak like the characters.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I say a lot of, how are you now? Not so bad.
You know, not so bad fits well into Australian English.
Yeah. Also
Some things don't though.
Kiwi English.
Yeah.
Also, they're like, not so bad. It means everything's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You sometimes get weird looks because you would expect an Australian to say like, oh, not bad. But like not so bad. That was fit. That's the only thing I think that fits. Everything else in Letterkenny, people will be like, what?
Yeah.
I've got a very good friend of mine who's into Letterkenny. He's
Yeah.
getting married soon. I don't know. I haven't asked him if he's up to date.
Yeah. So my Canadian slang has improved very much. There you go, there. You go. Yeah, there. There you go. Go there. There you go. Okay.
It's good. It's good stuff.
It is.
Some episodes are better than others.
Yeah, all the holiday episodes are shit.
Which is a good rule.
It's a good rule. Don't watch the holidays episode. Yeah. Thanksgiving and stuff like that, which was
It's a very quotable show as well.
Yeah, because they have running gags.
Yeah,
like we have.
because I remember that when we first learned that we watched, it was because it was like some very innocuous line that they like repeat over and over again.
Which one of them? One of them.
I'm gonna get. Hold on. To be fair. That's what it was.
Yeah, so that's a good one. Or I also like life lessons from Letterkenny. When a friend asks for help,
you help them. Yeah.
Like stuff like that.
It's like very clear things that I think are like cultural memes within that society.
Definitely. Okay, let's go for advice.
Okay. Advice. Don't watch holiday specials.
Advice section. Don't watch holiday. Okay. First of all, the advice section is sponsored by lifeguards in Australia. You pay for us, we give you teenagers to tell you what to do.
Some of my students are like, yeah.
You don't want to hear the next one. Okay. Let's see. I found my bio mom's YouTube channel. Okay. I live with my grandparents due to my parents' drug addiction. And recently I stumbled upon my mom's Instagram account. In it, she linked her YouTube channel. Now keep in mind, I'm not supposed to communicate with her, so I watched her live streams and I will guide her anonymously through the game and ask questions about it. I like all her videos and cheer her on. She recognized me as one of her only viewers, vloggers fan. However, she doesn't know it's actually her own son. No one knows what I'm doing, and I feel I could get into trouble if I get caught. What's your advice?
So is they are they not supposed to keep in contact because of the drug addiction?
Yeah. Because of his court order.
Oh, I wouldn't mess with a court order.
No.
I wouldn't mess with a court order.
No. I'd say there's a really good reason why you're not. There's a really good reason why you're not there.
Don't do that.
Stop doing it.
Stop doing that.
Stop doing it. I know you like. I know you want to get to your talk to your mom, but just wait till you're 18.
Grow up a bit. Yeah. That's definitely my advice.
Tell your
Don't have unhealthy online relationships with anyone, including your
parents. In general, not having
unhealthy online relationship.
unhealthy relationship between parents is also okay. That was quick.
That was quick. That was easy.
That was quick. Okay. Let's do this one. The dilemma is so complicated, and I don't even know how to type it.
I'm gonna get some water.
Okay.
Start
It's
yelling.
okay. It's okay. I'll just read it in the meantime.
Go.
Before I ask for advice, here's a little backstory is needed. I am 20-year-old male hooked up with a girl that is 24 over the summer. And she told me
24-year-old male.
20-year-old male.
Yeah.
And she is 24. Could have brought the jug.
It's fine. Are you thirsty?
I want water.
Okay, fine. Yell louder.
Bring the jug. Anyway, she told me she could not get pregnant after complications with the previous pregnancy. I was a very low place and turned to alcohol in order to cope with her because we had a good time, and I forgot to use a condom.
Oh, that's mistake number one.
Okay, she said she can't get pregnant. So that's just pick it back up. I'll clean up afterwards.
I'm really sorry.
It's all right. Just it's on a battery.
It's on a battery.
No, you're putting the plant on the battery. There we go. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Yes, nice interruption. Okay, just wait. If
what-
it falls again,
Yeah.
just sit down. I'll take care of it. You can read the advice in the meantime.
Okay.
Try to read the advice.
Change places.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm so unhappy that happened off screen. Mostly.
That's all right. That happens.
Sorry for all the dirt over here. Everything.
You'll pay dearly.
I'm sure it will. All right. Hooked up with a girl. We'll call her Abby.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was in a very low place and turned to alcohol to help me cope, and thus carelessly forgot to use protection. We slept together once in July, and later that month, I actually was pregnant. Okay, so it didn't use protection for a reason.
Yeah.
Sort of. We slept together once in July. When my third year of uni started, I started dating this girl called Susan. I was honest with her about the situation. It was always my dream to be a dad since I was 5 years old, and Susan had expressed that she would never be interested in having a child herself. So I assumed that I could co-parent the child with Abby whilst dating Susan, and everything would work out. However, Abby has now told me that I won't be allowed to see this baby at all unless I break up with Susan and date her so we can be the perfect family. I really love Susan. She's the best girlfriend I've ever had and the first girl I could see myself with long term, despite our difference in opinions on having kids. At the same time, I also want to raise my baby with Abby as co-parent, but I have no romantic interest in her, and know that if I were to date her, it would be clear to get access to my child. I'll let you lead on this one. You've got a little more life experience than I do.
Okay.
Do you want to swap back?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, so I'd
I
say
do want my water.
no, that's your water.
Oh,
I'll switch it.
Wow.
So I'd say one, search for legal advice because the way she presented it wasn't good. Like if she would have said, listen, I want us to have a whole family and I would really appreciate it. Like, I'd really appreciate it if you, like if we would be together.
But they did that already.
Yeah, let's start with that. But like just trying to put an ultimatum to it. And of course, make sure that the ultimatum exists and save the material. And I would go for a lawyer. I'd go for a lawyer to search for full custody, or to search for some kind of custody. It is your kid, and she did kind of, and there was, and you know, it is your responsibility. And she puts you in an ultimatum. That's really not healthy.
It's not healthy.
It starts.
I think that you should avoid the law as much as possible. Right? And I think the law agrees, because like in family law, the first option is always like mediation.
Yeah.
Right. But the challenge is once mediation has started, everyone's already, like in a legal sense, everyone's already ready to get to the court anyway. I think that most problems in life can be solved or not solved with an adult conversation. Everyone should sit around and talk, and if then they can't reach anything, like I don't have a magical, like it's such a complex situation, you know.
No, I would go for the court. Like I would like. It's not nice to do it, but in that case, like she practically blackmails the guy. You know, she tells you, you want to see your kid, we have to be in a relationship. All or nothing.
Yes, okay, fair. From a legal perspective, he's like,
definitely.
He's like, she's threatening to take away his I don't know what to call it. I'm not a lawyer.
His child. Their child.
His custody, you know, like his visitation rights, whatever. Yeah, I know what you mean. I would document everything, right? I would like document I would take notes of all physical conversations. As soon as she started threatening stuff, I would only communicate via text or, you know, like just try to make sure everything's written down.
Record the conversation.
You maybe, but like I would be very, very careful, because it's a life, you know. Like in the end of the day, that's what you're arguing about.
Yeah.
What a terrible situation.
Yeah, my girlfriend works at the family courts. So
I thought we didn't have a family court anymore.
Yeah, you do, federal.
Oh, the federal court. She works.
Yeah. So yeah, so I'd say like there's always been like it never like usually it doesn't get to court. Usually it doesn't. But sometimes people need the lawyers to mediate properly.
Yeah.
And to understand what to like, as much as
to make sure it's fair. Yeah.
As much as we in America, lawyers are horrible, to be honest. I think. I don't know. I can't generalize.
Everyone hates lawyers everywhere.
Yeah. But I found out that here they have very same understanding of law. You know, because they know all the lawyers know as the trial goes who's going to win. The defense, everyone knows how the trial is going to end. So it's just like, so what's the point?
I don't think you always know how it's going to end.
Trust me.
I think that sometimes between two rational adults, you can work out a better situation than the courts. I think that getting the courts involved without having that conversation is a mistake, even though mediation happens, because I think mediation at court level is sort of stupid. But, you know, such an individual circumstance, you know, that's tough.
That's tough.
That's tough. I think also the person who writes is like a little
irresponsible.
Well, not only that, like I assumed that I could co-parent the child with Abby while dating Susan. Why would you assume that?
That's delusional, but
yeah. Why would you assume that? I assumed that everything would be the way I wanted.
Yeah. Not good assumption.
Do you want me to read the next one?
Is there a next one? Let me check it out.
I don't know. Here. No.
I need to check it out. Just give me a second.
Go for it.
Sure. Let's switch back is recorded.
I'm trying to knock out any more.
It's okay. Everybody saw that I'm in shorts. Now what do we have? No, now we have last but not least, we have the stupid question section. It's
I love stupid questions.
Something says so. Basically, would you rather questions? But it's really, 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 it's really bad.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Let's do it.
Last one wasn't. Yeah. Okay. Would you rather look like that's an easy one. Would you
Mm.
rather take amazing selfies but look terrible in all other photos, or be photogenic everywhere but yourself
Photogenic.
is photogenic?
Photogenic, yeah.
So, yeah, definitely the second one. Did you get what the questions?
Yeah. Tell me,
Good selfies.
yeah. I'd rather be photogenic everywhere else. I don't take selfies.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
this is easy for me.
Yeah, I don't take selfies.
My
Like,
sister takes a lot of selfies.
Yeah.
But like, you know.
it's kind of weird.
What?
Selfies.
Yeah, the selfies. Yeah, I mean, I don't get the angles. I can't get the angles. I always look like I have more chin. It's fine.
No,
I'm over it.
I was never good with selfies just to check out if I have something on my face.
Oh yeah, that's
the
always
only reason why.
it's like a mirror, but
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather win $25,000 US dollars, or your best friend win $100,000?
it's easy.
Hmm.
My best friend is my girlfriend.
Oh.
So like then
Oh.
we get $100,000. I know, it's very cute. Are you saying the best friend who's not my girlfriend?
Yeah.
I don't know who my best friend is, but I'd love $25,000. Could really use that.
Well, if I put my girlfriend out of the equation, I would take it for myself. I would take $25,000 for myself. But if the friend knows that I'm the reason he got $100,000, maybe it'll be a little different.
Maybe, but like
No,
if the friend
split it.
knows, I don't know. Then maybe if the friend knows that you gave it up, then that's fine. But like, I don't think my friends need $100,000 that I know of. If they needed it, like if they were like,
They would never tell you.
they would never tell me if they needed
It's
it.
like I don't need $2,500. I would be happy for 25.
I'd-
It's 25,000. 25,000.
I'd be happy to have
I'd be
25.
happy. Like I don't need it. I can live without it.
It's a good amount of savings, you know.
Yeah, I sleep well, I eat well, I got food, I got
Fair
bed,
enough. Yeah, I'm the same.
got poop. Anyway, would you rather have your hair pulled or your back scratched?
My back scratched.
Or your hair pulled?
My back scratched.
Oh, this is a very, very different kind of connotations for a different kind of podcast.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
do you understand?
yeah, understood as I read it. Back scratch.
I love back scratches. Back scratches are great.
Yeah.
PG-13.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. That last segment was provided by Brown Sheets. Recycling has never been more efficient.
That was by far the dumbest one. It was by far the dumbest one.
definitely. Thank you very much for joining us. תודה רבה שהצטרפתם אלינו.
סיימנו.
כן, תודה רבה בן.
תודה raba. Wait, no, I should. It's fine. My Hebrew is terrible. It's been great to chat though.
כן, זה היה נחמד. תודה רבה בן, תודה רבה לכם שהצטרפתם. אם אהבתם, מעולה, סאבסקרייב, לייק, שייר, כל העסק. אם לא, אז אתם מוזמנים להשאיר תגובה כדי שנתעלם מכם.
I got something to the effect of like, share, and subscribe, or I'll do something violent. No, not even close.
No, I'm not going to do anything violent. I'm just going to ignore them.
Oh, okay. That's
Like, not the like, share, and comment. I'd ignore them. Hey, you guys are too offensive. I'll ignore that.
oh.
Or no,
I don't think we were that offensive.
There were times.
There were
Not
times.
today, but
Feel free to comment, and I will not engage in the comments.
We also have an email. We're going to put it right down at the description. So you could email us, and you could email us what you want to talk about or any advice that you need, and we will happily approach it as we did several times before. Yeah, we had advice. People
We
send,
did.
yeah, send,
Did we actual people?
yeah,
Oh,
like not today, but
oh, not today. Okay.
yeah. Sort of today. Let's say today too.
Oh,
But yeah, so yeah, you're more than happy, comment, share. Thank you very much. תודה רבה עוד פעם. ושיהיה לנו הרבה מאוד בהצלחה.
bye.
ביי ביי.